flying machines darting across the sky and people rushing about with no time to stop and breathe. And she realized how precious it was to live in a time when silence and stillness could be heard like a gentle song, and the light of stars could be seen clearly without being drowned out by bright city lights. Mira's lantern became more than just a light. It became a symbol, a quiet reminder to all who saw it that even in the calmest moments there is beauty. Even in the silence, there is a hidden melody waiting to be heard. And as children from nearby villages heard about the glowing lantern of stars, they traveled to sit beside Mira under the dark sky, gathering in a circle around her, feeling the soft warmth of the light and listening as she told stories of the stars and the quiet future, stories that filled their hearts with peace and sparked their imaginations to dream of adventures beyond the hills and valleys they knew so well. Mira's gentle spirit, combined with the soft glow of her lantern, inspired everyone around her to appreciate the little wonders that often go unnoticed in a busy world. The gentle rustle of leaves, the quiet steps of animals at night, the shimmering dance of fireflies, and the slow, steady turning of the seasons, teaching them that true magic lies not in loud explosions or bright fireworks, but in simple moments of kindness, patience, and hope. Sometimes Mira thought about people in faraway places who might be looking up at the same sky she loved, wondering if they too held lanterns of hope in their hands, if their hearts beat with the same gentle rhythm of dreams and peace. And she hoped that her small light could somehow reach across the miles, linking her to others who believed in the power of quiet strength and gentle courage. The lantern of stars was not merely a tool to chase away darkness. It was a bridge that connected the past to the future, the real to the imagined, and it shone brightly in a world that sometimes forgot to look up and see the beauty of the night. Mira's story, carried by the soft glow of her lantern, reminds us all that no matter how silent or still the world may become, the light of kindness, creativity, and hope will always be there, shining like a beacon for anyone who dares to believe in the magic hidden in the smallest things. And so, every night, beneath the vast sky filled with endless stars, Mira's lantern glowed quietly and steadily, a symbol of calm strength and gentle dreams, lighting the way through the quiet future with a soft but powerful light that carried the echoes of the universe itself. Once upon a time, in a world far away from the noisy cities and busy streets, there was a very special moment when time itself seemed to change into something alive, something free and beautiful. It took the shape of a bird. This bird was not like any ordinary bird. It was made from all the seconds, minutes, hours, and days that had ever passed or were yet to come. It had wings made from memories, dreams, and hopes, and it flew softly through the sky that stretched endlessly, filled with clouds like gentle pillows and light breezes that sang calm songs. This bird of time carried with it stories from the past and promises of the future, showing that time is not just a straight line that moves forward, but a living, breathing presence that dances with us through every moment of our lives. In a quiet village surrounded by green forests and shining rivers, a young girl named Lila felt this change deeply in her heart. She often sat by the riverbank, watching the sunlight sparkle on the water's surface, and dreamed that the bird of time would come to take her on a journey through all the important moments of her life. Moments filled with happiness, sadness, friendship, and love. Leela understood that time was more than just numbers on a clock. It was like a gentle friend who held her memories and helped her look forward with hope. The bird appeared to her as a soft feeling inside, telling her that no matter how fast or slow the days passed, every moment was precious and full of meaning. As she grew older, Lila learned that the bird could move in many ways, sometimes soaring high to show the bigger picture of life, sometimes circling back to remind her of lessons learned, and sometimes flying quietly beside her, encouraging her to enjoy the present without worrying about tomorrow. The bird of time was patient and kind. It never rushed, but always guided her gently through joys and challenges alike. With every flap of its wings, it taught Lila that the past was not something to be feared or forgotten, but a garden where the seeds of wisdom and strength grow. It showed her that the future was not a mystery to dread, but a canvas waiting for her to paint with her hopes and dreams. Most of all, it reminded her that the present moment, right here and now, was a gift to be cherished, a quiet space where time and life meet in perfect harmony. One evening, as the sun set and painted the sky with soft oranges and pinks, the bird of time landed gently on Lila's shoulder, its feathers warm and glowing like the last light of the day. In that instant, Lila realized she was part of time's endless dance, not separate from it, but woven into its fabric like a note in a beautiful song that stretches forever. She felt a deep peace knowing that every smile, every tear, every breath she took was part of the journey, and that the bird would always carry her safely on its wings. Inspired by this feeling, Lila began sharing the story of the bird of time with everyone she met. The elders who remembered long ago, the children just starting their own paths, and travelers passing through her village. Each person found comfort and joy in the idea that time is alive, a bird carrying memories, dreams, and love through the skies of life, reminding them to be kind to themselves and others, to treasure each moment, and to believe in hope and renewal. Slowly, as more and more people listened, they started to see their own lives differently, with gentle eyes that understood the value of slowing down, forgiving the past, and welcoming the future. They learned to listen to their own hearts, feeling the soft beat of time's wings moving in rhythm with their own, and finding peace in just being present. The bird of time became a symbol of patience, love, and the magic found in every moment. It taught everyone that no matter where they were or what they faced, life continued with grace and beauty. By trusting the flight of time, they could rise above fears and worries, soaring into the wide-open skies of possibility. And so, under the quiet glow of stars and the calm light of the moon, the bird of time flew on, carrying the hopes, dreams, and stories of all who believe in kindness, strength, and the power of living fully in each moment. It reminded us forever that life is a precious flight to cherish, a beautiful story to share, and the greatest gift we have to give. This lesson stayed with Lila throughout her life. Even as she grew older, she never forgot the bird's gentle wings carrying her through the river of time. She realized that time's true shape was not just a bird, but a friend, always near, always patient, always ready to guide us home to ourselves. And in this knowing, she found the deepest peace of all. High above the noisy streets and tall buildings of a busy city, there was a very special place, a garden that bloomed on a glass roof. This garden was unlike any other because it grew not in rich soil or wide fields, but on a clear, shining roof that let the sunlight pour through like a warm, golden blanket. The plants there seemed magical, reaching their leaves and flowers up to the sky, drinking the sunlight and fresh air that flowed freely in the open space above the city. It was a peaceful, quiet world in the middle of the bustling urban jungle, a hidden treasure where nature and human creativity met in perfect harmony. The story of this glass roof garden began with a young woman named Amara, who dreamed of bringing life and beauty to the cold, gray rooftops that covered her city. She believed that even in the busiest, most crowded places, there could be pockets of calm and color, places where people could stop, breathe deeply, and feel connected to the earth and the sky. Amara worked tirelessly to design the garden, choosing plants that could thrive in unusual conditions. Small trees with soft, shining leaves, flowers that changed colors with the light, and vines that twirled and danced in the gentle breeze. Every morning, she climbed up to the glass roof, watering the plants carefully and watching as little buds opened into bright blossoms. The garden became a sanctuary, not only for the plants but for the people who discovered it. From early morning until late evening, visitors would come quietly to the glass roof to sit among the flowers and leaves, to listen to the soft hum of bees and the whisper of the wind. They found comfort there, a break from the fast pace of city life and the endless noise of cars and voices below. Children played gently in the garden, learning about nature and growing curious about the tiny creatures that lived among the petals. Elderly neighbors found joy in watching the changing seasons reflected in the colors and shapes of the plants. Artists came to paint the garden's unique beauty, capturing the way light and shadow moved across the glass and greenery. The garden was more than just a collection of plants. It became a symbol of hope, showing that even in places built of steel and stone, life could find a way to grow and thrive. People began to believe that the garden was a sign of something greater, that with care and imagination, the world could become a kinder, more beautiful place, full of surprises and gentle moments of peace. As the years passed, the garden on the glass roof continued to bloom and change. New plants were added, bringing fresh colors and scents, and small birds began to visit, filling the air with soft songs. Amara's dream had grown into something much bigger than she imagined, a shared place of happiness and connection that brought people together from all walks of life. It taught them to notice the small miracles that happen every day, the delicate unfolding of a flower, the soft touch of sunlight on a leaf, the quiet presence of a friendly bird. The garden reminded everyone who visited that nature is a gift that belongs to all of us, no matter where we live or how busy our days may be. It showed that even the smallest spaces could become places of wonder and joy when we care for them with patience and love. The glass roof itself became a symbol, shining like a bright window to the sky, reflecting the dreams and hopes of the people below. It reminded them that even when life feels hard or uncertain, there is always a place where beauty can grow, where we can find comfort in the simple things, and where our hearts can open to the world around us. Amara's garden on the glass roof was a living story of resilience and hope, a reminder that with kindness and care, we can create spaces that heal and inspire. It taught her and all who visited that life is full of unexpected gifts, and that when we choose to nurture those gifts, they can bloom in the most surprising places, just like a garden flourishing on a clear, shining roof above a busy city, reaching up to touch the endless sky. Imagine a world where walking is not limited to the ground beneath your feet, but instead takes place high above, where the air is clear and soft and clouds drift gently all around. This story is about such a journey, a unique adventure where footsteps do not press into soil or stone, but instead glide quietly through the open sky. It starts with a young boy named Leo, who was fascinated by the world above him. From a very early age, Leo was curious about the sky, the clouds, and the endless blue that stretched far beyond the tallest trees and buildings. He wondered what secrets the sky might hold and dreamed of a day when he could walk among the clouds, feel the light wind pushing him gently forward, and see the earth below from a new and breathtaking view. One ordinary morning, while exploring an old market filled with strange and wonderful things, Leo found a pair of shoes unlike any he had ever seen. They were light and shimmering, almost glowing softly with a strange power. Without any doubt, he slipped them onto his feet. At first, nothing happened, but then, slowly, he felt himself lifting off the ground. His heart raced with excitement. As he rose higher and higher, past the rooftops of houses and the tops of tall trees, until he was truly walking on air. The feeling was unlike anything Leo had experienced before. Peaceful, magical, and full of possibility. Each step he took was light and careful, as if the air itself was a soft carpet beneath his feet, holding him up without any effort. Below him, the world looked like a vast painting, full of rich greens, sparkling rivers, and tiny dots of houses that looked like toys. The sky around him was alive with soft colors from the early morning sun, casting gentle shadows and making the clouds glow in shades of white, pink, and gold. As Leo continued his journey, he noticed that the air was filled with sounds that he had never heard so clearly before. The whisper of the wind, the distant calls of birds flying nearby, and even the faint hum of nature itself, reaching all the way up to where he walked. It was as if the sky had its own music, a quiet song that made the journey even more beautiful. Along the way, Leo met others who, like him, had discovered ways to walk in the air. They shared stories of their travels to places far beyond the mountains and oceans, of dreams they held close, and of the freedom they felt with every step in the sky. Together, these skywalkers formed a small group of friends, supporting and encouraging each other on their travels. They taught Leo about the importance of trust, trusting the air to hold him, trusting his own heart to guide him, and trusting that the world was full of wonders waiting to be seen. As the hours passed, Leo saw the earth from many different angles. He watched rivers curve like silver ribbons, forests stretch endlessly in every direction, and cities sparkle in the sunlight like jewels scattered across a vast green and brown canvas. Sometimes he followed the flight of birds, feeling the wind rush past him as they soared side by side. Other times he simply floated, letting the soft clouds wrap around him like a warm blanket. He realized that walking on air was not just a way to move from place to place, but a new way of seeing and understanding the world. It showed him how every part of the earth was connected. The tiniest leaf on a tree, the smallest fish in a river, and the highest mountain peak. All of it was part of one beautiful whole. As the sun began to set, painting the sky in brilliant reds, oranges, and purples, Leo felt a deep sense of peace. The clouds glowed warmly in the fading light, and the first stars began to appear, sparkling gently against the darkening sky. Nightfall brought a new kind of magic, a calm and quiet that made the world below seem far away and small. Leo's footsteps in the air became slower, more thoughtful, as he listened to the soft sounds of the night and felt the gentle pulse of the earth beneath the sky. This journey was teaching him lessons beyond anything he had expected. He learned patience, moving carefully and trusting the invisible support of the air beneath him. He learned wonder, seeing beauty in places no one on the ground could imagine. And most importantly, he learned about courage. The courage to step into the unknown, to believe in the impossible, and to keep moving forward even when the path was not clear. Walking in the air became a symbol of hope and freedom for Leo. It showed him that even when life feels difficult or heavy, there are always ways to rise above challenges and find new perspectives. His steps were like a dance of faith, creativity, and endless possibility. When his journey finally came to an end and he gently returned to the ground, Leo carried with him the memory of the sky, the soft touch of clouds, the quiet strength of the wind, and the sparkling light of stars. He shared his story with others, inspiring them to look up, to dream without limits, and to believe that sometimes the greatest journeys happen not on roads or trails, but in the spaces within our hearts and minds. Footsteps in the air reminds us all that the sky is not just a place far above us. It is a world full of beauty, mystery, and endless adventure, waiting to be discovered by anyone brave enough to take the first step. This story is for dreamers, everywhere, encouraging them to lift their eyes to the sky and imagine what it might be like to walk gently, quietly, and freely above the earth, following footsteps that lead to wonder, peace, and a new way of seeing life itself. High above the world, where the clouds drift softly and the sunlight dances through endless blue skies, there exists a remarkable place known as the Sky Library. This library is unlike any other, not resting on Earth but floating gently among the stars and wisps of mist. It is said to hold every memory ever created by humanity, memories of joy, sorrow, discovery, love, and growth, all carefully preserved like precious treasures within its infinite shelves. The guardian of this magnificent collection is a young woman named Mira, known to many as the Memory Keeper. Mira's role is not an ordinary one. she is entrusted with the delicate task of protecting and organizing the vast ocean of memories that humans have created over centuries. From the smallest smile shared between friends to the greatest achievements that changed history, every moment is recorded and stored here in the sky. Mira's days begin before the sun rises as she drifts through the grand halls of the library with quiet steps, touching the shimmering scrolls and glowing books that hold the stories of countless lives. Each memory she tends to carries a special energy, a spark that connects the past with the present and future. As she moves through the endless corridors, Mira listens to the silent whispers of these memories, hearing the laughter of children playing, the soft tears of those mourning losses, and the gentle words spoken between loved ones separated by time and distance. The Sky Library is alive, a breathing, ever-changing world where memories float like stars, shining brightly for those who seek to remember or learn. Mira is more than just a keeper. She is a guide, helping those who visit the library to find the memories they need, whether to heal old wounds, find inspiration, or simply connect with moments long gone but never forgotten. Her heart is full of compassion and wisdom, knowing that memories shape who we are and who we become. One day, a young traveler named Aaron arrives at the library, drawn by stories of its wonders. Aaron is searching for a memory lost in the mists of time, a memory of a loved one who had taught him kindness and courage but whose presence has faded from his mind like a distant dream. Mira welcomes him warmly and offers her help, guiding him through the labyrinth of memories. Together they journey through bright recollections of sunlit gardens, quiet moments by rivers, and the hum of busy city streets filled with life. With every step, Aaron feels pieces of his past coming back to him, feelings he thought were gone forever returning with gentle strength. Mira teaches him that memories are not just pictures or sounds from the past. They are threads that weave together the story of our lives, giving meaning and depth to our existence. She shows him how to touch each memory with care, to hold it close without fear, and to learn from it with an open heart. As days turn into weeks, Aaron begins to understand the true power of remembering. The memories in the Sky Library are not static. They live and breathe, changing with those who revisit them, offering new lessons and renewed hope. Some memories bring tears, others laughter, and many inspire acts of kindness and bravery that ripple out into the world below. Mira watches with quiet joy as Aaron's spirit grows stronger, his heart fuller, and his eyes brighter. The Sky Library is more than a place of the past. It is a beacon for the future, a sanctuary where memories help shape dreams and guide actions. In this floating realm, Mira finds her own purpose and peace. She knows that while memories may sometimes fade from human minds, they are never truly lost. Instead, they live on here, safe, cherished, and waiting to be remembered again. The gentle care she gives to the memories is her gift to the world, a promise that no moment, no feeling, no story will ever disappear completely. The Sky Library reminds us all that our memories, no matter how big or small, connect us to each other and to the world in ways that time cannot erase. They are the lights that shine through the darkness, the bridges between generations, and the songs of our shared humanity. As Mira continues her watch beneath the endless sky, she carries the hopes of many within her, a hope that every person can find comfort, courage, and clarity by reaching back into the past to bring forth the wisdom and love that live in their hearts forever. And so, in the quiet heights where sky and stars meet, the memory keeper moves softly, her footsteps echoing through endless halls filled with the treasures of human experience, reminding us that every memory is a gift, a story, waiting to be told, and a light that will never fade. In a future that has not yet arrived but lives in the dreams of many, there is a world filled with soft songs, gentle melodies that float through the air like whispers of hope and peace. This world is still forming, a place where people imagine kindness and calmness will grow stronger than ever before. The soft songs come from many places: trees that hum quietly in the wind, rivers that sing as they flow over stones, and voices that rise in harmony beneath open skies. These melodies are not loud or harsh. Instead, they soothe the heart and invite a sense of calm, healing, and connection. In this world yet to come, technology and nature live in gentle balance. Machines hum quietly in tune with birdsong, and cities bloom with gardens that stretch toward the sunlight. People walk slowly, breathing deeply, listening carefully to the sounds around them. These soft songs are a reminder that life can be full of peace even amid change and challenges. Children grow up learning to listen with their hearts, understanding that every sound carries a message, a story, a feeling, or a lesson waiting to be discovered. The songs teach patience, kindness, and hope, guiding people to live in harmony with each other and the earth. In homes made of light and warmth, families gather to share these melodies, passing them down from one generation to the next, like precious gifts wrapped in gentle care. The soft songs carry memories of old times and dreams of new beginnings. They speak of moments when people came together, helped one another, and found beauty in simple acts of love and friendship. Even in the quietest corners of this future world, the songs flow freely, touching every heart and bringing comfort to those who listen. Artists use these melodies as inspiration, creating paintings, stories, and dances that celebrate the tender spirit of their time. Musicians play instruments made from natural materials, producing sounds that echo the earth's rhythms and the beating of human hearts. The soft songs remind everyone that life is not only about speed or progress, but about feeling deeply, caring fully, and sharing gently. In this emerging world, communication is not rushed or noisy. Instead, people speak softly, with intention and respect. They understand the power of silence and the meaning found between words. Technology supports this way of life by helping people connect without overwhelming their senses. Tools are designed to enhance understanding rather than distract. Schools teach children how to create and share soft songs, encouraging creativity, empathy, and listening skills. Communities gather regularly in open spaces filled with trees and flowers to sing together, celebrate life's small joys, and find strength in unity. The songs bind people across distances and differences, reminding them of their shared humanity and the dreams they hold for a better tomorrow. Even when hardships come, the melodies provide a safe place to rest, a gentle voice that says, "You are not alone." In this world yet to come, healing happens through listening to others, to nature, and to oneself. The soft songs are like gentle hands, reaching out to soothe wounds and brighten spirits. They invite reflection, encouraging each person to look inside and find the quiet courage needed to face challenges with grace. These melodies carry the promise that every day can begin with hope and end with peace. People find joy not only in big events, but in the small, quiet moments. Watching a sunrise, feeling the breeze on their skin, hearing a child's laughter. The songs celebrate these simple gifts, reminding everyone that life's beauty is often found in softness and stillness. As the world changes, the soft songs change with it, evolving to meet new needs while keeping their gentle essence. They adapt to new places and new people, always welcoming, always kind. In this future filled with soft songs, the noise of fear and anger fades, replaced by voices of understanding and compassion. The songs teach patience and forgiveness, helping people to heal old wounds and build bridges between different cultures and generations. They remind the world that every voice matters and that together, people can create a future where peace and kindness are the strongest forces. The soft songs from this world yet to come inspire all who hear them to dream bigger and care deeper. They call for a future where technology serves humanity's best needs without taking away the quiet moments that make life meaningful. They invite people to slow down, to breathe, and to listen, to the earth, to each other, and to the song within their own hearts. This melody, soft and true, is a guide for living gently and fully with respect for all living beings and the planet they share. It is a song of hope, a lullaby for the soul, and a promise that no matter what happens, kindness will always find a way to be heard. As the future unfolds, these soft songs will continue to grow, filling the air with warmth and light, carrying the dreams of many into reality. They remind us that the world we imagine is the one we create, and that every gentle note has the power to change lives and shape a better tomorrow. In this way, the soft songs from a world yet to come are not just sounds. They are the heartbeats of hope, the voices of peace, and the music of a future filled with endless possibilities. They invite everyone to join in, to add their own gentle voices, and together to sing a new song, one of love, unity, and lasting harmony that will echo through the ages.